What happened with his dad? Did he ever talk to you about that?
Nah, his stepdad used to just make him do things he didn't want to do, force him to do things he wasn't comfortable doing. Then when he got comfortable doing it, he just did it. As far as being outside in the streets, making money, hustling, mm, that was it. So yeah, he didn't want to do it. Once he had to be out there, he did it. He did it. And a lot of dudes respected him on Cozy Corner, which is in the back of Soundview over there, and that's real shit over there. So to survive that, you know what I mean? And I remember that's only all blacks and Puerto Ricans, where we come from. Before there was no other cultures, not no disrespect to no other cultures, but all we grew up was black and Puerto Rican, so we was black and Puerto Rican. You couldn't even the Spanish, you say moreno means black. So, we talk Spanish and, you know, black people understood it. But, the same way. It was all love, bro. It was just the only two type of people I grew up around, blacks and Puerto Ricans.
So when you say that his dad made him do things that he didn't, his stepdad made him do things that he didn't want to do, you're talking about more like hustling in the streets?
Yeah, word.
Gotcha. So I believe when our loved ones pass, they're like staring down on us and watching us. How do you think Pun feels about the separation of Terror Squad and how things have turned out when he's staring down on it?
You can see it right. You can see it live out in front of you. It's he's not happy. There's nobody together. There's one side, always bad mouthing, one dude, you know, um, it's everybody is attacking Cuban. Cuban attacks back. Again, that's something that, is supposed to be interior. You know, I, I love the crew, but in my eyes, why I made the decision I made because I felt like I've seen everything and being around it. I didn't see Cuban do anything wrong, but just try to get on and show his loyalty and his honor to Pun and to Joe and to the squad. He felt like he was going to be able to help keep the torch lit and carry it across continuously until the next thing happens. That's how he felt. So, he that's why I made my decision and to leave the squad because and Pun would never be happy. Pun is not happy. 23 years. You see what's going on. Even takes new journalists to come out and say, "Oh, out of left field, like we're not even talking on the topic," and then you come out of left field like, "Oh, I would never interview Cuban Link." So the truth is coming out. Oh, because I'm mans with this dude. So you already know, blackball to the 10th power, bro. Like dudes, again, like I said earlier in this interview or in this conversation, because I told you we weren't going to call this an interview. This is our conversation. That that what I think may not necessarily be what you think, but what you think, you may necessarily think I'm thinking like you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, in other words, if you think, oh, I'm just gonna, Gilly just want to get on me just to get on and get over and be better than me, you're never gonna help put me on because that's what you're thinking. But I'm thinking over here like, no, I'm gonna add to what you already brought to the table. Together, we're gonna build more. You're always gonna be on top because you founded us. You founded me. You know what I mean? So no matter if I make $20, you always gonna get yours. No matter if that's for the rest of our life. And then whatever I bring underneath that is you still gonna eat. You still gonna get paid. So it's the mentality, brother. The ghetto mentality is a lot of I. It's a lot of I, but it is there's I and win. But it's you still you win with a team. Even a boxer has a team. A boxer fights by himself in there, but he has a team. But he's in there to win with the I, but you still need a team. And and then also have thoughts of your team and be like, yo, bro, like, what y'all think? You know what I mean? Build. But there was no building. But because we was in the race too, remember, we was just the punch just shot out the water, dog. So it's like shit was just rolling. So we learned. I learned as I went. But I took the time out to learn. I didn't get caught up in the lights. I was actually learning.
And that's the sad thing because, as a team, your success is my success. And vice versa, right? It's like you guys are working together. You're able to contribute to each other. And I just think that a lot of times people don't look at it that way. There's some ego that gets into the way or some jealousy or whatever it may be.
Right. Mhm. Right.